about me. No, you wanna tell me why I'm waiting for someone that couldn't give a fuck about me. No, you wanna tell me why I'm waiting for someone that couldn't give a fuck about me. No, you wanna tell me why I'm waiting for someone that couldn't give a fuck about me. No, you wanna tell me why I'm waiting for someone that couldn't give a fuck about me. No, you wanna tell me why I'm waiting for someone that couldn't give a fuck about me. No. Dance with me, and I'll sing to you a symphony. Won't you kiss me? Shut me up, please. She's a goddess, a wish from a star in my heart. Oh, yeah. Dance with me, and I'll sing to you a symphony. Won't you kiss me? Shut me up, please. Dance with me, and I'll sing to you in my heart. Oh, yeah. Dance with me, and I'll sing to you a symphony. Won't you kiss me? Shut me up, please. Dance with me, and I'll sing to you a symphony. Won't you kiss me? Shut me up, please. Dance with me, and I'll sing to you a symphony. Won't you kiss me? Shut me up, please. Dance with me, and I'll sing to you a symphony. Won't you kiss me? Shut me up, please. Dance with me, and I'll sing to you a symphony. Won't you kiss me? Shut me up, please. Dance with me, and I'll sing to you in my heart. Oh, yeah. Dance with me, and I'll sing to you a symphony. Won't you kiss me? Shut me up, please. She's a goddess, a wish from a star in my heart. Oh, yeah. That isn't right, 'cause I've been listening to you to listen. You've been getting, you've been spending all your time in their lives. That isn't right, 'cause I've been listening to you to listen. You've been getting, you've been spending all your time in their lives. That isn't
If you're new here, please don't forget to
I'll keep you safe in these arms tonight. Hold on to me, little baby, ain't gonna see. I could be all you need. How'd you get here? I'm drunk and confused. I tried to be patient with you. Yeah. Ooh, you're falling back down. Tell me why I'm waiting for someone who doesn't give a damn about me. No. Tell me why I'm waiting for someone who doesn't give a damn about me. Losing interest, you won't find no better than this. I swear, girl, if you leave, just let me know so I won't look down when you move on. I don't wanna sweet talk, shit was why I don't trust nobody. Not even I don't wanna sweet talk, she wonders why I don't trust nobody. Not even her. Tell me why I'm waiting for someone who doesn't give a damn about me. Oh, tell me why I'm waiting for someone who doesn't give a damn about me. Losing interest, you won't find no better than this. I swear, girl, if you leave, just let me know so I won't look down when you move on. Not even I'll keep you safe in this heart of mine. Hold on to me, baby, and you'll see. I'll keep you safe in these arms of mine. I could be all you need. I could be all you need. I could be all you need. No, no, I could be all you need.
What's up, Groovy Gang? Thank you all for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe. And if not, I'm sorry. I also didn't want to forget to mention that if you like what I do here and you want to get new updates on anything on the channel, just go ahead and follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Kid Travis. This really helps, especially if YouTube decides not to give you guys the notification on one of my videos. That way, you'll never miss an opportunity to come here and chill with the Groovy Gang. Also, make sure you guys are checking out all of my playlists. I have playlists for Joji, Post Malone, X, Juice WRLD. I got a couple other playlists that have some songs that you guys haven't even heard of yet.
Would that make you love me? Oh, oh, baby. Oh, if I had been blinded. Hey, hey. I'm drunk and confused. I tried to be nice. Yeah. You thought that how did you get here? I'm drunk and confused. Tried to be patient with you. Yeah. You thought how did you get here? I'm drunk and confused. I tried to be patient with you. Yeah. You thought that how did you get here? I'm drunk and confused. Tried to be patient with you. Yeah. You thought that how did you get here? I'm drunk and confused. I tried to be patient with you. Yeah. You thought that I still try. She wonders why I don't just know why. Not even her. No, I still try. She wonders why I don't just know why. Not even her. No, I still try. She wonders why I don't just know why. Not even her. No, I still try. She wonders why I don't just know why. Not even her. No, I still try. She wonders why I don't just know why. Not even her. She wonders why I don't just know why. Not even her. No, I still try. She wonders why I don't just know why. Not no, I still try. She wonders why I don't just know why. Not even her. Still try. She wonders why I don't just know why.
I've declared war on the Destiny subreddit because I don't like the way it is run. It's turned into a hate subreddit against me at time. Not. It's not. That's not. Obviously, that's like 2% of what it is. But I feel that it's become very hostile towards me, and criticism of Steven is not allowed at times. Sometimes it is. Sometimes it isn't. Even people, if they're rude when arguing in my favor, even in situations that don't even involve Steven, they've been banned for that. You maintain that you can ban people for any reason, whatever reason you want. If you're mad, blah blah, and then you'll like do this thing where if somebody calls a ban out for being bullshit, you're like, well, fuck you. Like it's funny. It's funny that I banned you. Giga Chad, go fuck yourself. Which, as funny as that may be, it has a chilling effect on um, genuine criticism and speech in the sub, which is bad for me specifically because I need, in order for like normal people to understand me, I needed special, smart, empathetic people who get what I'm saying and who like me to kind of help them understand. And so like Steven sometimes plays this role. He's played this role in like a massive meta level, over or macro level overall. And but I still I need people in the audience who like get me to look to their neighbor and say like no he's not saying that. And like you'll see that a lot. And like with the Fuentes thing, there are a lot of people who are like, no, he's not saying never to talk to Fuentes. He's not saying to deplatform him. He's not anti-free speech. He's saying don't sanitize him by having chicken and waffles with him. And then people are like, oh, okay, I get it now. I just needed to explain to me like 25 times instead of 24 times.
So why don't you
When you start,
just say like, don't have chicken and waffles with him? It sanitizes him instead of needing a translator.
do you think I didn't say that?
I don't know. I haven't watched it. But if you need a
Uh,
translator, that sounds like a skill issue.
well, if I say I think that having chicken and waffles sanitizes Nick Fuentes, and I think this is dangerous, and then Steven says, well, you sound like every other lefty in the world telling me to screech Nazi at him, which is one of his responses. In that response, well, while that may be true that he thinks that, he is reframing what I am saying. And so the audience who is primed to agree with him and accept his definition of what's happening is going to come away thinking, yeah, Mr. Girl did want him to screech Nazi at him. He did want him to call him a Nazi. Even wannabe sad boy, who, and as good faith as he is, was like, yeah, I get what you're saying. You want him to call him a Nazi. I never said that. I never said you should call Nick Fuentes a Nazi. But if you ask 99% of people in the sub what I said about it, I think most of them, or I think 100%, I think 99% will say that I did say that. But I didn't. I just didn't say that. And so if you're going to have a nuanced thing you're trying to explain to people who are half listening, who are huge fans of the person you're arguing with, who are perhaps some of them not the brightest crayons in the box, as my audience too. This is just how people are. You're going to need sometimes a discussion forum where people can explain what's happening.
Sure, I'll take your word for it.
Simultaneously, well, do
So
you
what are you
disagree with
looking
this?
for from this subreddit? So like, what are you looking for?
I outlined my demands.
Yeah, not everyone read it, so just set the scene.
Oh, what are my demands? One is I believe that you should either be fired or given different marching orders. But I think the way you interact with the community and moderation as it stands is authoritarian and anti-speech, anti-criticism, and like anti-intellectual almost. Um, and then the second thing is I think there should be a constitution where the rules of the sub should not just apply to the members, but also to the administration and the mods.
Okay.
A First Amendment, if you will.
Hmm. Okay. So I'll talk about moderation for a minute. The chilling effect is actually a goal. So usually bans are public. They're the Giga Chad moments, as you called them, where my goal is to set a tone for, hey, this is the sort of conduct that isn't acceptable. Of the 3 bans I've gone over that you sent me, I stand 100% by one of them. One of them actually went back and that wasn't Nino, that was me. And I can't even
Okay.
explain what that was. That probably was a bad ban. That guy probably deserved to be unbanned if he hasn't been already. And then
Okay,
the
which ban are you talking about? The one that you think is a bad ban? Because if we agree on that, then maybe we have a jumping off point.
yeah, like I have bad bans. They happen. That's why the unbanned
Okay,
form exists.
can you
Like I'm not
describe
gonna.
the ban?
Yeah, sure. Hold on. Let me pull up a link real quick.
Okay.
Oh my god, did he fuck me up? I just left for a second. Oh no. Hey. Okay. Hey. Hey. No. Hey. Hey. Spiky. Piggy. Sorry about that. I have to go get my fucking DoorDash and feed the cat.
Where's the here it is. This one that I'm reading right now. This one was actually me. I'm not sure if it was for this comment, but I'm down to unban this guy.
Okay, so the comment was, is it me or has there been a massive uptick in Mr. Girl hate recently? I'm going to need to see the context for this clip because I thought the professor looked like a condescending jackass, and I'm genuinely surprised to see so many people against Mr. Girl. And then edit, I got banned for this comment. So when you say it's a bad ban, do you agree with my general perception of like, oh, you just banned this person because they like me?
Mm, yeah, I'd say that.
Okay, okay, continue.
Yeah, so there are some people that I give a lot of leeway to in the subreddit. So like someone will post something really stupid, but because they've been
Yeah.
around for like 5 years, it's not a problem. Your
Based.
fans are exceptionally fucking annoying. An example was a thread earlier about dog warts, because in the Harry Potter subreddit there was a thread of dog warts, people posting their pets, and it was a bunch of fucking Mr. Girl simps going in there and saying, "How much? Dollar amount? Question mark?" And a whole bunch of cringe shit, which makes the subreddit look bad, because by extension, as a part of your community, it's going to end up pointing back to our community. And my
Okay,
first
so
priority is making sure the subreddit stays up. So I clap down on that shit.
okay, so to be clear, there are DGGers who are also fans of mine.
Yeah,
We're talking about shared fans,
yeah.
right? Okay, who are posting in the Harry Potter subreddit about fucking dogs.
Yeah, that's just one example, but that was pretty recent.
Okay, then so you ban those people.
Yeah, but that's just not like a rare incident. Mr. Girl fans are exceptionally obnoxious, and I'm pretty sure Destiny talked about this in the past as well.
Someone said.
Notorious dog fuckers.
I
Okay,
wouldn't say that. They like to talk about dog fucking.
sure. Well,
That's why I have so little leeway with your fans. It's not because I am super invested in taking you down personally. I don't want your stuff enough to care.
wait a second. Well, you just showed us an example on stream, or read out loud just now, an example of you banning somebody for saying it seems like I'm getting a lot of hate, and it seems like it's unfair to hate me because of my conversation with that professor. So you are banning people just for being my fan at this point.
Yeah, occasionally. It's a rare thing. It happens. You know how it is.
I don't. I don't.
So,
I've never banned anyone. The only person I've ever had anything to do with banning in my community was Lav, where I was like, I think Lav is
based.
sexualizing minors in a subtle way. And so I don't think she's going to technically break any rules, but I think she's jeopardizing the sub, and I don't think it. Like, I just don't like what she's doing. I think it's bad. So I asked the mod team, can we vote whether we should ban her? I made my case. They voted and they banned her. I've never just banned somebody. That's the only
Oh, you
person
should
I've
do
ever
that more.
even.
I don't know why
Uh,
like it should be a democratic process. I don't see the appeal to that.
well, it's not. It's
Based.
democratic. It's not like I asked the community to vote whether to ban somebody. I asked my mods to vote.
Okay.
The reason it's not in my hands is because I don't want to create an echo chamber or fortress, as you like to say, where my emotions about things people say to me, which are often negative, because like any creator, when my fans criticize me or don't understand what I'm saying, or they turn on me, especially because I make very provocative content, as Steven does too, where sometimes your whole community just like revolts against you. If my emotions were tied to my decisions about who gets to stay, then I will eventually cull cull all pushback out of my own audience and
That's
end up
why you
with
have
an
a
echo
third
chamber.
party do unbans.
I think a better solution is to just remove myself from the process entirely. Well, why would like you can't possibly think that it's better to
Spiky!
ban people out of fury and then unban people,
Spike!
because even then you're filtering out people who don't want to be treated like that.
The
Like if
reason
I
why,
was
just
banned,
as a quick insertion, the reason why I like to do that is I'm
yeah,
really quick with the ban is because there are two types of people that criticize me. One type are people that are just literal fucking anti-jerker dick riders who will criticize every fucking thing I do. And the other thing is sometimes there's fans or even people that don't like you, but they offer like legitimate or valuable criticism. So I ban quickly, but I unban quickly because I figure if you are like invested in me and my community and you just have something where you're like, you're a dumb fuck here, blah, blah, and you want to say some shit or whatever, you'll reach out for an unban. And it'll be really quick to unban you. And the people that are more likely to never reach out for an unban are people I didn't care about anyway. Now, I'm going to catch some people that I'd want to keep in the crossfire, but like that's just my approach. Just letting you guys know that, but okay, go ahead.
Well, I think this filters out non-sycophants.
It will to some extent, but I'm okay with that. Because I get rid of the anti-jerkers, who I think are the death to a lot of communities. Anti-jerkers are like some of the worst people you can have around. I dealt a lot with these, and I was way too gentle on them in my early career, and I let like huge anti-jerking communities grow and like were fostered under my like wing, and it was just really bad for my community and everything. But I'm not telling anybody else they have to do things. Like I might be wrong, who knows? But I will say I have one of the largest streamer communities on Reddit in the entire fucking planet.
I'm not.
But yeah, but go ahead.
Wait a second. My argument is not that it doesn't help you like make money or be a successful streamer or grow your audience. Obviously, it's practical for those reasons. I'm saying it's wrong.
Well, no, I'm not saying it's just because it makes me money. I'm saying in terms of builds a better community.
Like, it builds a bigger community.
Well, yeah, but I would say bigger community can oftentimes be a reflection of the fact that it's a better community. I guess not necessarily,
It could be.
but
Hey,
I know there's a lot of streamer subreddits that are like, so like if you look at Sneako's subreddit, for instance, or like Dave Rubin's subreddit, like these are subreddits that were totally unmoderated and they were created basically just to anti-jerk. And like if you go to those subreddits, it's just basically full of like hatred for those creators.
I don't think it should be totally unmoderated.
Sure. Well, yeah, okay, so I don't want to like interject too much, but I was just giving my thought process on it. Yeah.
Okay,
misbehaving cats. Jesus.
People who come crawling back. Over time, will, in doing so publicly, changes the character or the spine of the average DGGer.
Yeah, that's the idea.
Okay, well, yeah. So, I really value the viewers I value the most are the people who say, I don't agree with what you say, but I still find it really thought-provoking. I hate a lot of your content. I hate the way you talk to your girlfriend. I hate the shit you say about trans people. I think you say the dumbest, fucking stupidest shit ever, but I still find value in what you do and watching you. Those people, if I ever got mad and even banned one person on stream in front of those people, I think they would all leave. So
what's your current issue with the criticism on the subreddit? Or is it just too hateful? Or what's the deal?
For me to be understood and for my content to make sense to people requires a pretty delicate balance of like thoughtfulness and an atmosphere of a willingness to tolerate bad feelings and criticism. And when you shut that down, you make the place increasingly hostile and hellish for me. Like, I feel like the emotional IQ of DGG is dropping every time there's like a mass culling like that. I think the community, yeah, like when Steven did like the purge after the Nick Fuentes argument.
Based.
I'm not sure how many of those I kept track of, but I'm not even sure if I was there watching for the Waffle arc, but I don't know. It seems like there's plenty of Mr. Girl fans on the sub. They seem pretty unmolested. I think in the past...
This has nothing to do with what I'm saying. You just made the case that a good way to do moderation in a subreddit to keep a community like intellectually healthy is for the creator to mass ban people when he freaks out, and then the mods will unban people. But then when I refer to the purge, you don't even know what I'm talking about.
So to be clear, let me provide some, because you're saying that it's like I just mass ban people when I freak out. Typically what I do is, and this is prone to happen the most when there's like incredibly charged events, it's usually when people are making like unhinged fucking comments. There are plenty of criticisms. It actually happened yesterday, or not yesterday, the day before. Every time I do a vegan debate, a ton of vegan people come out and start posting unhinged shit on my subreddit. And yesterday I checked this out, I was like, oh boy, time for a mass fucking purge, because I was going to have to ban a whole bunch of people. But when I looked at the subreddit, there was a lot of people criticizing me, but there were only like 2 or 3, like literally, I think there were only 2 or 3 like super unhinged comments. People saying things like, I think Destiny's like arguments are really circular. I don't like when he does this or blah, blah, blah. Like, I don't think he engages well with veganism. Oh, those are fine. But when people are like, Destiny's just a fucking hypocritical asshole and he doesn't ever fucking recognize how much of an absurd dipshit. It's like, okay, fuck you. It's not good feedback. Not only is it not good feedback, it's toxic to the community. It's a waste of my time to read. And it's like emotionally exhausting. Like, fuck, why would I do that? So I don't just like go on banning speeds and just ban everybody, blah, blah, blah. I probably do some bans that are unfair, but generally, and it's been the case over and over again where people bring it up on stream and they go through it on subreddit, somebody will be like, why did I get unbanned? And I think I just saw this happen in a thread like yesterday. So I was like, why did I get unbanned? And then if you go through his comments, like prior to that, the guy's like, oh yeah, Destiny's just like a hypocritical asshole, but he'll never fucking admit it. And it's like, oh, I don't need this commentary on my subreddit. Yeah. And I was like, okay, yeah. So like, I'm generally, yeah, fuck. But if I do fuck up, I mean, it's easy to get unbanned if you email. But yeah, that's just the general. I don't just like ban everybody that's criticizing me because I'm emotional or whatever. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. We read a post that you did remove during the Fuentes thing that was not that unhinged.
Well, when you say not that unhinged, do you remember? It's really unfair for me to push you on this, but I'm just curious. I'm not trying to push you, but do you have a link to it, or do you remember? Can we look at it again? Or can you remind me what was in it, and I can tell you why I banned them or whatever?
Oh, this was my ban.
Oh, fuck.
Is this what you're referring to?
No.
Oh, a different one. Okay.
I think I can just scroll back to, or can I just search it in our conversation?
Probably.
And separately, Steven and I operate pretty independently. He doesn't necessarily give me marching orders unless something big comes up. It's like
typically the only time I'll tell Forth how to do something is I'll be like, listen, I want to ban all like no more lav posts or no more of this or whatever shit. Like if shit, no more keffels, like ban all that shit. Yeah. But generally he does his own thing. I do my own thing. Sometimes I stumble into areas and I see that he banned somebody. We stumble into our own graveyards.
Okay, I think.
I will say though, some of the forethought on bans, or some of the forethought bans can be pretty unhinged sometimes. But listen, he does this shit, and I'll unban people if I think it's bullshit.
Listen, it's about making sure they're afraid.
Okay, sure.
All right, I just sent it to you. Did you get it?
Oh my god, just reading the title of this, I can already see. Hold on, but I didn't actually open it again. Hold on 1 second. God damn, Steven has contradicted himself so many times in his debate with Max and Chud. This is painful. It's almost gaslighting. This is exactly what Max is talking about. Max is 100% correct in his system here. Literally every statement said by Max is correct while Steven is being so Weasley. He literally did the Britney argument. Fucking okay, I'm glad I banned this guy. I hope he's still banned. This was a stupid fucking argument. Yeah, go ahead.
What's the justification for that? Okay, do you concede that if this post said, "God damn, Mr. Girl has contradicted himself so many times in his debate with Steven and Chud. This is painful." Steven is 100% correct with his assessment here. Literally every statement said by Steven is correct, while Mr. Girl is being so Weasley. That person wouldn't get banned.
So back when you said this before, I would have agreed with you. But I actually spoke to my community after this, and I think I actually I explicitly said this. I said that from now on, I want you guys to try to treat other people like you treat
I know
me.
you said it, but I'm asking if you, good faith, do you really believe that you'd get banned for saying the opposite post?
Yeah, I try to look for people that are doing this now. So like I've done it a lot with, because Lab gets a lot of hate on my sub. I think I did it with a couple of posts about you, but I don't go through my subreddit all the time, especially because we were through a boring arc recently, so I wasn't reading as much. But yeah, if people are making super unhinged comments about other people, I try to like cut down on that if I see it.
Is saying that everything you said is 100% true in an argument with me unhinged?
Calling me Weasley and saying that I'm gaslighting is unhinged. Yeah.
Is calling me Weasley and saying that I'm gaslighting unhinged?
Depends on if you're Weasley or gaslighting.
I usually just ban people.
So who decides that? When you're
I do. It's the Destiny subreddit.
Okay. So what do you think happens more often? That I'm gaslighting and Weasley, or that you are?
I think you gaslight like crazy, but
okay, great. So
sure.
Can you then, now that we've gone through this little side thing, can you concede now that the same post about me, if you agreed with it, would not get banned? The verbiage in the post is not the problem. It's that you just don't agree with it.
Well, yeah, that's gonna impact. Like, let's say that our conversation
unhinged.
Well, yeah, let's say that our conversation ended right now, and somebody made a post and they were like, Max was unhinged and Weasley and bad faith in the last conversation that he had with Destiny. Like, that would be a person that could be potentially banned because you weren't at all. There's no reason for that.
Because you don't agree with them.
Yeah, because that's not even remotely what happened. But let's say that we go on a little bit further.
But
yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
I just want to point out that at the end of the day, it's really about whether you agree with the criticism or not.
Well, no, it's about whether or not I feel like the criticism like maps onto reality or not. Which I guess you could say that's a longer way of me
That's
saying if I agree or not. You could argue that.
Yeah.
But yeah, sure, to some
So if you
extent that's going to
super
be
disagree,
true.
if somebody criticizes you and you super disagree with it, that's a ban.
The problem is that like when you say those words, you make it sound like my
Yeah.
goal is to ban any criticism even if it has merit. When that's not true. I'm looking
No,
to ban
you decide
criticism.
if it has merit.
No. We're not talking about whether or not it has merit. We're talking about if the description is true or false. If somebody
If the
said that,
criticism is true.
yes. If somebody said that, like,
Okay.
oh, Destiny was unhinged, right? It's not my worry. Isn't whether or not that was meritless or with merit. It was whether or not I was actually unhinged. There have been debates where I've been like unhinged.
But ultimately, the power to decide whether you are unhinged rests with you.
Well, ultimately, yeah, of course, somebody has to make the decision. Yeah.
And yeah, but does that somebody have to be you? Like, no, you
I mean,
want
it
it to
doesn't
be.
have to
but,
be. Yeah, I do want
well,
it
no,
to
but
be.
this is
Yeah,
why
of
we have the
course.
separation of powers in government. So, like,
Well, I'm not a
'cause you
government.
don't-
This isn't the Destiny Republic. This is the Destiny autocracy, right?
Well, okay. So if you're willing to bite that bullet, then surely you understand my criticisms of the community.
That I
'Cause under
don't
the
run the
autocracy-
bands like democratically.
It's not that you don't run them democratically. It's that you run it like an autocracy.
Well,
It is subject to your whims.
Oh, it doesn't
your
affect.
feelings,
Sure,
That
let's say-
disagreeing
Mhm.
with your
Mhm.
read of a conversation shortly after the conversation is a bannable offense.
let's say that
I
I
don't see how
ran
this
it
does-
democratically, and let's say that a majority of my community really didn't like you, and they were like, "We're going to ban all Mr. Girl content." Would
No,
you
no,
be
I don't
okay
think
with
you
that?
should run it.
Okay.
No, I don't think you should. That's not what I'm suggesting.
Okay. What are you suggesting?
I'm suggesting that you create a document that limits your own ability to ban people from your community, which could be updated as necessary, and then adhere to that. And so, if the document says you get banned for disagreeing with Steven too much, if you disagree with Steven a lot, if he thinks you're super wrong after a conversation, he's gonna ban you. You're not allowed to disagree with Steven. If you're willing to put that in writing and put it under the sidebar in your subreddit, then fucking have at it.
Well, but why would I?
I don't think-
What is my prerogative for doing that? Now I'm just going to have an even harder time banning people if I want to ban them. Why would I want to do that?
Yeah. For the health of the community.
Okay. I mean, but I think my community is really healthy.
I know,
So
but I don't. Wait, why would you obviously don't want to do it. You want to rule with an iron fist and define who was unhinged and who was not, and who was crazy and who was right and who was wrong. And anybody who disagrees with you, if you feel like it, gets banned. And then you can say, oh, well, it's not real ban. You can get unbanned. But through this filtration process, the circle of bans and unbans, you get rid of people who are willing to stand up to you, which you say is a good thing. And
well,
forethought
no.
is here also
I
saying that's a
don't
good
get
thing.
rid of all people that stand up to me. There's a lot of people that are critical of me that are on the subreddit.
That's not that. Wait, that's not what I'm saying. I didn't say there are none left.
Well, but
I
you're
said
saying you
that this
get rid of
process-
people that stand up to me. I mean, like
Not all of them. You don't get rid of all of them. You just get but you can see the kind of person who's like, well, what the fuck? This motherfucker banned me for disagreeing with him.
Yeah,
Like,
but
fuck him. I don't
there are
wanna- I don't-
people
why
that
would
will
I want
call
to be in
me.
a community like that?
Sure, that's fine. But if I think that there are people that I don't want in my community. If your criticisms
I
are
know.
like this guy's an unhinged, gaslighting, Weasley fuck, I don't care about your feedback. I don't want you in my community. Like I'm okay with that.
I also don't
Yeah,
really
I know.
moderate around like how people view discussions. I usually aim for like the super personal, unhinged shit. So like a guy called you a pedophile in a thread earlier, that guy gets banned. I don't really.
But I
care
am a
if you-
pedophile.
Good one.
Oh my fucking. Good one, dude.
I know.
Good one.
I know you're watching this.
Okay, continue.
So yeah, that's usually what I aim for. I don't really keep up with every single conversation. I'm the YouTube Andy now.
Loser.
My goal is to make sure that people become more moderate and try to have a more level discussion in the subreddit. My goal isn't to have like super unhinged people posting psycho shit every single day for up.
Okay, but the two bands we're talking about. I mean, you're saying you don't stand by one of the bands.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna sit here and say like I'm the perfect fairest moderator.
What do you think about Stevens? What do you think about the band Stevens talking about? Do you think this is a good band?
Based 100%.
Okay, so what makes this 100% a good band?
Keep us link. There's usually a stereotype these people fall into. Usually starts with calling someone bad faith.
Drew, why does
Uh,
this guy's bad faith? And then it's like, what does bad faith mean? Well, I disagree with this argument. Sorry, that's neither here nor there.
Okay.
But go ahead.
So there's a stereotype people fall into. Not super impressed so far with your style of evaluating whether you should ban somebody, but continue. I'm gonna, as you speak, I'm gonna imagine you're a police officer talking about a black person. But go ahead.
So
What if
these
I'm
are
a
the
black police
people. The people that say bad faith are the ones with their pants hanging down around their knees. They got a lot of jewelry on. They're speaking a lot of AAVE.
You can
Okay,
just tell.
I already
You can
when I
just
see
tell.
him, I'm like, this guy's up to no. Doesn't look like he belongs here. You know, in the DGG, housing development or whatever the fuck we'd be. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That guy. Oh,
Apparently
man.
that guy's
Oh,
unbanned
so-
too. Unreal. Ninu's way too lenient with those.
Ninu has to be.
Yeah,
lenient,
Ninu
alright?
needs.
She's a silent guardian. All right.
of something.
She
Of autism. She's guarding the
Alright,
wrong
so-
things. Okay.
One thing
Okay,
that's
so
really
can you-
fucking
Oh,
annoying
sorry. What's that?
in this post is when people try to project some sort of inner mind state on people that are having a conversation and then never really talk about what they're actually saying.
Oh yeah, that's a thing that I actually I'll ban for that. Somebody will make an entire post. Fuck, what? There's one topic that this happens over. Oh, it's over dating advice. That's probably one of the things I've banned the most for. So somebody will come on and they'll make a post. Did you guys see the recent stream where Destiny and Erudite were talking? All of the advice they gave was bad. Erudite is married and has only been in one relationship, and Destiny's a streamer. I don't know why anybody listens to anything they say or take anybody seriously. Like, I've banned so many people that make posts like this. Because, like, what are you saying? What is your critique? Like, in all of the like dating advice critique things, like less than 5% of people actually offer a critique, and they're just there to like criticize like my life and say that that's why everything I say is wrong, even though they never put anything is wrong. It's like one of the most annoying fucking things for me to say. But yeah, that like where people just like this debate was bad because, and then they just talk about mind states. It's like, why are you even posting here? Like, go do something else. Yeah.
Yeah, it's super annoying, unsubstantive.
But sorry, go ahead.
Okay, so forethought, can you walk us through why you would 100% stand by this ban?
Yeah, sure. So, in the span of 10 minutes, he says things like, Nick isn't a Nazi. If you separate the view he has, he wouldn't be called a Nazi. Within the context of him saying Nick explicitly isn't a Nazi shit for a few years isn't a Nazi. This has been going on all debate. It's almost gaslighting. Like, this it's almost gaslighting shit is just unhinged. You can't
Can you
just
explain?
like...
Can you explain why
also-
that's unhinged?
I don't know who introduced... Like, Steven, I need to talk to you. You
We can't say
fucked
the
up
name.
by introducing people to terms like gaslighting and bad faith.
I know.
You fucked up.
Answer him.
Okay, so they rather than just say like, hey, this is wrong for XYZ reason, they're saying, hey, it's gaslighting. It's abuse. This is exactly what Max is talking about. Being all
Yeah, so
blurry
during-
with what you say during Nick's beliefs, without saying like, hey, this is what's blurry. You just stating.
Wait. Can you just specifically walk? Okay, are you saying that you're not allowed to say if you think Steven is gaslighting, you think he is intentionally obfuscating something and avoiding talking about something, being sneaky, slippery, weaselly, whatever? If you actually think that, are you allowed to say that in this subreddit or not?
If you have like proof, absolutely. If you want to pull,
Wait,
quotes,
no,
you
not if
think
you have
so.
proof. If you just is this a bannable offense to accuse Steven of being bad faith or gaslighting?
Probably
It's going to depend on the combo. So there was a
Wait. I want forethought to answer because he said probably
no.
100%.
Oh, okay.
Because you're saving him.
Oh, okay. Well, I would give because I'm one of the moderators of myself. Go ahead. He can answer, and then I'll give my
sure.
answer.
So, if you want
Is
to
accusing Steven of being bad faith, just at all, is accusing Steven of being
At
bad
all?
faith
No.
or gaslighting
You
in
can get away
itself,
with it.
is that you can get away with it? Does that mean it's bannable, but you might not get banned, or what?
it means it depends on what you post. Like if you say Steven is gaslighting, here's what he did. He said this. He contradicted this. He lied about this. He claimed this earlier and then stated that later. He's gaslighting.
Okay, so if you say Steven is gaslighting and you don't give an explanation, you get banned.
Yeah. So
if you
when
do give an explanation, you might not get banned.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to read the post to you, and then you tell me why this isn't an explanation. Is that okay? Can
Yeah,
we
go for it.
proceed that way? Okay. In the debate just now, when Chud and Max debated him on the sanitization of Nick, it seems Steven is just trying to defend himself without being able to be critical of himself at all. This is most prevalent with how contradictory he is in this debate. What?
Can you stop real quick?
Yeah.
So like, accusing someone of being like, he just wants to defend himself. He's not engaging critically. Like, ascribing that kind of mind state rather than just talking about what's actually being said is sort of what gets you in trouble.
Okay, so it is bannable to ascribe a mind state to somebody.
It's a red
or to
flag.
Steven.
Not totally bannable, but that's a red flag. We're starting off on a
Okay,
rough.
so you're already close to being banned if somebody says it seems like Steven is defensive.
No,
Yeah.
hold on. Whoa. Notice how I just said that's a red flag, and you changed it from red flag to almost bannable. And then notice how you changed it from Steven is gaslighting to Steven is being over defensive. You just warped both ends of that.
Okay,
Hardcore. Let me
the-
restate what was actually
Wait,
said.
here's the
Well,
sentence.
No.
Here's the sentence. Wait, let me read the sentence so we agree on what happened.
Okay.
Can I do that? Also, you're rescuing forethought again.
Oh, my bad.
It seems like Steven is just trying to defend himself without being able to be critical of himself at all.
Yeah, see, he said this, he contradicted this, he lied about this, he claimed this earlier and then stated that later. He's gaslighting.
Okay, so if you say Steven is gaslighting and you don't give an explanation, you get banned.
Yeah, so
if you
when
do give an explanation, you might not get banned.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to read the post to you, and then you tell me why this isn't an explanation. Is that okay? Can
Yeah,
we
go for it.
proceed that way? Okay. In the debate just now, when Chud and Max debated him on the sanitization of Nick, it seems Steven is just trying to defend himself without being able to be critical of himself at all. This is most prevalent with how contradictory he is in this debate. What?
Can you stop real quick?
Yeah.
So, like, accusing someone of being like, he just wants to defend himself. He's not engaging critically. Like, ascribing that kind of mind state rather than just talking about what's actually being said is sort of what gets you in trouble.
Okay, so it is bannable to ascribe a mind state to somebody.
It's a red
or to
flag.
Steven.
Not totally bannable, but that's a red flag. We're starting off on a rough.
Okay, so you're already close to being banned if somebody says it seems like Steven is defensive.
No,
Yeah.
hold on. Whoa. Notice how I just said that's a red flag, and you changed it from red flag to almost bannable. And then notice how you changed it from Steven is gaslighting to Steven is being over defensive. You just warped both ends of that.
Okay,
Hardcore.
here's
Let me restate what was actually
wait,
said.
here's the
Well,
sentence.
No.
Here's the sentence. Wait, let me read the sentence so we agree on what happened.
Okay.
Can I do that? Also, you're rescuing forethought again.
Oh, my bad.
It seems like Steven is just trying to defend himself without being able to be critical of himself at all.
Yeah, see, that sentence is fucked.
Yes. Okay.
Do you see how that's fucked?
But is the sentence bannable or it's a red? Like, what percentage of the
It's
way to banning the person does this get you?
It's a 13.3% repeating of force chance of getting
Okay.
banned.
Okay, so you could be banned just for saying it seems like Steven is trying to defend himself without being able to be critical of himself at all.
No, it's just 13.3%. It's a red flag. It gets you there.
It gets you part of the way there.
Why do you think that's a fucked up thing to say, or an annoying thing we wouldn't want in the sub, or I wouldn't want?
You want me to try to guess why you say that?
Yeah.
If I try to ascribe a mindset to you that you don't have, are you going to ban me from the sub? You're asking me to do this. I have your consent to guess at your mindset right now.
You have my full consent.
I believe that a lot of these, there's two parts to a debate on a stream. It ain't like a boxing match. It's more like a close boxing match. There's not usually a clear winner or loser. Sometimes there are. Sometimes there's nothing you can do. But often the interpretation, the after talk, the upvoted posts and downvoted posts really decide how history is written after a debate. So in a highly tense debate with a lot of stakes that is not really clear who the winner or loser was, it really benefits Steven to write the history of what happened. And so when you're arguing about the very definition of reality and you have your finger on the ban button, when somebody says, "Oh, I think what happened is you were defensive and not self-critical," it obviously helps you, rule with your autocratic iron grip if you stop the person from saying that. You're saying it's really annoying, and yeah, it is annoying. It's very annoying to have somebody tell you you're not making good arguments, you're just flailing and defending yourself. Obviously that's annoying, but you get a benefit other than just relieving your annoyed feelings. You get a huge benefit in shoring up your support in your audience by doing that.
Okay, Stephen, rescue me if you want, or translate.
What? Well, Mr. Girl, fuck, I have heard that. It sounds like he's just saying that there's a huge benefit to being in control of the narrative of the comment section after any big conversation, and by aggressively banning people that appear to have disagreements of opinion with me, I'm essentially, in a way, proactively, retrospectively rewriting history, essentially.
Do you feel like
I'm
that's
not
what you
saying.
do?
Well, I'm not saying you're thinking that. I know that
I'm
you're
not saying
thinking.
I
I
didn't
don't
say
want.
you're saying I'm thinking it, but that's
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
saying
I'm
that's
not.
what's
I'm not.
happening. Yeah.
I know. I know. I know you know this. I just want to make it
Oh.
clear forethought. I'm not saying that you're thinking I want to rewrite history. I know you're thinking this person is toxic. This person's annoying. It's another Mr. Girl dog fucking idiot. I don't want to deal with this person. They're annoying. Like I get
Oh no, all
the
band people
motive.
are being annoying, independent of that sentence. That sentence is entirely separate. That sentence is, it is not just annoying, it is counterproductive. Because one, the answer to it, it's not like Steven can say, hey, I wasn't defensive. I was critical the whole time. But how do you prove that? Who cares? Why the fuck are you even wasting your time having this conversation? Just have a conversation what you want to talk about. And just,
Well, the thing they want to talk about is they think he's being defensive.
yeah, that's fucking retarded.
So we just shouldn't talk. I mean, is it okay? To For the record, is it retarded because Steven is never defensive?
It's retarded because it's unprovable. If Steven's defensive, I can like, I can make an argument like, hey, Steven's being defensive here, but at the end of the day, it
Not
is
in a
really hard to
subreddit.
just prove someone is in a certain mind state, and that's why they're making
Yeah.
arguments. And we're in a
Okay, so
debate.
you're not allowed to speculate about the mind state of Steven in a subreddit. Are you? I mean, you
Of
may
most
get
people,
banned.
generally those are like waste of time conversations. All right? That's why you usually don't accuse people of being like grifters or whatever, because like I can't prove that. Like, what the fuck is the point?
Uh, okay. I guess um, I don't. Based on the posts I've seen about myself, and there are dozens of them, or maybe even hundreds. I'm gonna say speculating against Mr. Girl's mind state is not against the rules of our destiny. Even if it is stated that it is, you can do that pretty freely whenever you want about whatever you want and nothing happens to you, which is fine. That's how I think it should be. I think you should totally be able to say, Mr. Girl's gaslighting, call me Mr. Gaslight, get the top voted post in the sub. You should be able to do all those things. That's not my problem. I don't want this protection. My problem is that I think these clearly, if annoyance and bad feelings are fueling the ban decisions, and you, by your own admission, forethought, want to ban people just for liking me or saying nice things about me, it seems pretty obvious that critical comments of Steven are going to be banned or bannable way more than critical comments of anybody else if your immediate emotional response is playing any part in the decision. And then, like I said, through this cycle of, well, you can always get unbanned, then you start to cull out people who don't want to deal with being banned and pushed away and pulled back and, you know, having to submit to humiliating, like, well, explain yourself, appeal to the mods, and the mods will, I just don't think it's good for me in the community. It may be good for Steven, but it's definitely bad for me, obviously.
Okay, well, you have your own subreddit. Pull all your dog fuckers. Hang out there.
Sure, if that's your response to my criticism of your moderating system is go fuck yourself, that's fine.
Okay,
I
so we're
accept
good.
that. Well, no, I'd say if your immediate emotional response is playing any part in the decision, and then, like I said, through this cycle of, well, you can always get unbanned, then you start to cull out people who don't want to deal with being banned and pushed away and pulled back and, you know, having to submit to humiliating, like, well, explain yourself, appeal to the mods, and the mods will, I just don't think it's good for me in the community. It may be good for Steven, but it's definitely bad for me, obviously.
Okay, well, you have your own subreddit. Pull all your dog fuckers. Hang out there.
Sure. If that's your response to my criticism of your moderating system is go fuck yourself, that's fine.
Okay,
I
so
accept
we're good.
that. Well, no, I have conditions for this is an unending war. This is World War III or IV now, and it will go on forever. So we're not good. But I accept your response.
Oh, I wasn't like asking if we were like friends. I'm asking like, is there anything else we need to discuss here?
Um, uh, I just don't think bootlicking should be a regular part of being part of a healthy community.
I'll keep that in mind.
All right. Well, is there anything else you wanted to discuss?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Steven, anything else?
What? No, it's up to you guys.
All right. The offer for Apex remains open. I'm going to bed
Okay,
later.
you, me, and Autistic Destiny, we're gonna be grinding that. Okay.
Soon.
All right. And then there were two.
I don't know where to.
What's up? How's it going?
I feel like our relationship is a little tense.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Do you feel like that too?
No, not at all. Well, I feel like you feel it, which I guess in a relationship is enough for it to feel that way, because only one person needs to feel
Yeah.
tense. But
That's right. I thought there's a few topics we haven't really talked about.
okay, hit me up.
Well, do you feel upset or angry at me about anything?
No.
Right.
Okay, the topics I feel like we
Buddy,
haven't
I
really
can't have you up
talked
there.
about are
Buddy, I can't have you up there.
on the subreddit.
Buddy,
We talked about it now, but is there
you
anything
cannot
else?
exist up there.
Anything else?
Please,
I don't
please
see
get
any
down.
notifications yet, so
Here,
no, I think I'm okay.
come here.
I don't think there are any.
Okay, then it's probably.
I'm just mad, and I'm gonna complain about it a lot, and
That's
I
fair.
think that's it.
It's a healthy response to madness.
Yeah. And I think I like I said, I don't think I'll if I post or I respond to posts, I think I'm gonna be a little more guarded because it doesn't feel like a safe space for me.
It's not. Reddit's never a safe space. It's not even a safe space for me, even though I ban all the non-bootlickers. There's still enemies lurking in the shadows.
I feel like it is systemically not a safe space for me. I guess what I'm saying.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay. Other topics. My ban
From.
YouTube.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty fucked up.
I feel like you're mad at me about it.
Mad at you about it?
Kind of.
Oh, why do you feel that?
Because I think it makes you feel horrible. I think you wish I would just be a little more like you, or not even like you, like, because you're kind of like me too in some ways. I think you just wish I would be more
Safe.
protective, safe. Yeah.
No, not entirely. It would make your life easier, but I very much tend to play like the. Maybe you're probably not gonna believe me, but I'm very much like the neutral observer, where I kind of like watch people do what they do, and then I'll kind of like comment on it, and I'm like, yeah, you know, if they did this, it'd probably be easier. But ultimately, it's your prerogative to do what you want and act the way you want.
I think feeling like I'm hurting myself hurts you.
Okay.
How did you say that?
I mean, I don't agree, but I don't know if I can convince you out of that. So.
You see this shit?
Oh, cute, nice. I don't know my
Nice.
Save Shaylin shirt on. I don't have my Save Shaylin shirt on, but okay.
That's a very hard phrase to say.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so That's what I think.
Okay. Well, what do you want to talk about in relation to that?
Um,
I would feel similarly about or I do feel similarly about Sneeko. Like, I think he needs to moderate a little bit, and he would be immensely successful. He just needs to pick his battles better. But it's not like a thing that personally upsets me. It's just like, oh fuck, they'd probably be doing a lot better. It would be easier for them if they were doing okay.
well, you're kind of involved in my ban.
Sure, but I don't know if that
Which I
meaningfully
think makes-
changes it for me.
It doesn't make it more upsetting.
Not in a I wish you would behave differently kind of way. No, I don't think so.
I'm worried that you feel guilty.
No, it's pretty hard for me to feel guilty over something.
Yo,
Oh,
I know.
how's everything, bud?
That's one of the things that sociopaths
Chillin'.
is
trying to work on this fucking team.
I think it's the same.
Sounds
as always
like
feeling
fun.
guilty.
No,
No, it's very
I'm 103 fucking 10-minute battles in.
limited exceptions.
103. Not even a 50-50 lose win rate.
Without putting herself
What is your win rate?
whereas for
I think I've won 40 and lost the rest.
into these arenas,
Oh,
they're
God.
kind of this is the battle that we're in, and this is we've accepted the rules of engagement, even if they're not.
Oh.
This
True
is
stream.
how we
Oh, don't please! I just fucked up because I was thinking too hard.
get caught up. That makes me feel guilty or upset. So when Lily or
I'm kind of hoping my speed swap went through, or else I just fucked this fucking place so hard. Fucking botched, bro. Oh, I hate myself.
The big boy.
That is a big lion.
I've been out of the Pokemon game for so long. I have no idea what the fuck I'm looking at.
Uh,
Oh, that's a Lapras, and that's it.
fuck, I didn't D-max. The big thing is Mega Evolution, but different.
Mega?
The other thing is an interdimensional being called an Ultra Beast.
The fuck?
Yeah. There's a bunch of them. They're really powerful.
Are they gonna be in the next games too? Are they like legendaries?
They're from Sun and Moon, my guy.
Yeah, of course.
They've been in the game for a while.
I have not played like a fucking actual Pokemon title in ages. So when does this new one come out?
In a month, in November, I want to say.
Good.
I'm hoping to have my shit together by then, so I can just fucking go hard on the paint on Pokemon content. I'm gonna sell out. I don't give a fuck anymore. I'm gonna clean
Do
up.
it.
I'm gonna clean up my act. I'm gonna become Pokimane, but the male version.
Artie main?
Artie main.
No. Poke Artie? Poke
No, because her name is in Maine, so I think it would work. Artie Maine is gonna be the Pokey Artie? Artie Poke?
What's her real name?
Iman. Iman.
Oh.
Well, the play on the word is Pokemon. Because her name is Iman.
Yeah.
But Americans are retarded, apparently.
Yeah. What could you do?
Artie, I think Artie's fine. I think Artie's catchy
Yeah.
enough. And then if I want to go, if shit ever hits the fan and actually make it, and it hits the fan, I could always go into the Sigma male. And be like, I'm named after a king. That's how much of a king I am. It starts shitting on women real hard, bro.
I mean, yeah, that's one way to use your newfound fame.
Yeah, that is. I mean, it works. Are you gonna sit there and tell me it won't work?
I'm not gonna say it's not gonna work. I'm just saying.
Well, I feel good about it. No.
It screams engagement, so I'll go for it.
That's what everyone's into nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
What are you up to, bud?
I don't know. I was either gonna play Cyberpunk or Overwatch or
I'll play some Overwatch. Fuck this game.
Oh, all right.
Fuck.
Overwatch it is.
Fuck this fucking game. Let me just
I wonder
finish
if
it.
the new agent is in Valorant yet.
Does it do Elgin?
The new agent?
Does it do what?
Um, Harper? I don't know. Let me see. I think I've seen people playing as them online. I don't know if they're like streamers or some shit on a different build though.
Hey, listen, I'll play Valorant. I just I won't suggest it because last time I suggested it, Birdie got real offended.
Not Birdie.
Yeah.
And I'm demonstrably better than Birdie at Valorant, so I don't really care.
I suck at both. It doesn't matter to me.
Well, he's like Phoenix but defensive. If you saw his abilities, like he has a Phoenix wall that it's like a solid water wall. I mean, you can walk through it, but like it stops bullets and you can't see through it. And he has like a fucking bubble shield basically that you can throw at people.
Ah,
Or you could throw it on site or like
bro,
uh
is that the deep?
yeah, it's the deep. It's basically the deep.
Get the fuck out.
In this video, we have the new agent
Yeah,
Harbor's
it is like
abilities revealed.
it's fucking weird.
It's like the Armenian deep.
New agent Harbor.
The Armenian
What's
deep.
going on, Pro Guides family? It's your host,
I
Sergeant
could
Frost,
see this
bringing you
guy
guys
as a
news update
fucking
on the new
hero in
Agent
the boys'
20.
universe.
No. He's got a tattoo. He's a Samoan. Sorry.
Think of his kit. But
Oh,
before
well.
we jump into this agent breakdown, it's a good time to let you know that there's
Yeah,
also other
Samoan
ways
would
to
be better
improve your
off
game,
there.
such as Valorant
Than
Stats
Armenian.
Center, AimLab's newest top-tier tracker that
Imagine
gives
The
you
Rock
basic
playing the
features
deep.
that only pro players had in the past. Not only that, Stats
Both
Center
the-
features revolutionary data that tracks your impact called Delta.
The
Rock would never do it.
The Rock would never do it, but I feel like the character would have way more of an impact.
Oh, word. And I feel like if The Rock wasn't as rich and famous as he was now, like if The Boys came out like 10 years ago, we definitely could have seen like The Rock in The Boys.
Like same personality type, but with fucking muscles.
Oh, yeah. Exactly. Like he would play that shit so straight. Well, not straight, but like you'd do a good job. It's just, I don't know. I don't know how it would be now.
Damage. So
It,
if you
it
want to have
ruined
all the
his brand,
information, you'll
you know?
Eh.
hold fire to guide the water in the
The
direction
Deep
of your
was-
crosshair passing through the
Deep
world.
is not really a good guy.
He's not really a bad guy. He's just.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's floating in the middle.
Wait, no, wait. Hold on. Wait, no. He is a bad guy. He's just very confused.
Yeah.
He's a bad guy, but like, I don't know how much of it is his fault.
I guess it's the environment that he's in, but still.
Yeah, that's it. He's like a child. That's it. He's like a teenager.
Yeah.
Like if he were in a better environment, he'd be a better. I mean, he'd still fuck up.
Better parents. That
Yeah.
weren't Vought, you know? Well, not his parents, but like, I don't know. Vought, and not encourages, but like.
I don't know. I
tolerates.
can't talk shit on him after he ate his best friend. I can't.
Yeah, Timothy.
I
Oh my god.
can't. Like, listen, I'd be fucked up too. You know, like.
Still had some jizz in there.
At least it was well fucking marinated, I guess.
God.
Fuck. You're full loafing. Are you cold, buddy? Is it finally getting cold? Oh. So what's the word?
Well,
Wait, is he out already?
I don't know when it comes out.
June. Wait. October 10th. Wait, no.
Oh,
I'm an idiot. Hold on.
I got it. 18th tomorrow.
Okay. Alright, then fuck Valorant till tomorrow.
Yeah, I can wait.
This fucking suck my dick.
A bulletproof smoke shield,
Ah.
and it blocks arrows. Or not arrows. It blocks bullets. You have to break it. It takes like 10 shots to the vandal.
So that along with the wall?
He has that, the wall, and then he has, I don't know, is that his ult? No, I guess it's not. He has like a wall that's really tall, and that he can like aim in a direction, and it'll just like sort of go that way. So it's like a wall that
Oh,
just sort of.
dude, I don't need surf in this fucking game, bro. I don't need.
It looks like surf. It really does look like surf.
It sounds like it worked exactly like surf does in fucking Unite.
But it blocks. Here's a fucking thing.
In Unite, it just fucking it blocks, it pushes, and it murders. It's just so not fair.
It worked. No, it didn't. Here, look at this websites. Yeah, it blocks. I don't think it pushes. Hmm. I think it's only solid when it stops, so I'm not sure.
That's gonna fuck it. Clutches are gonna be so easy with that fucking shield. How many times have you been sitting there and you just need an extra second?
Exactly. Or just not to be shot.
Just
like,
1 sec, literally a second.
Literally spinning around while defusing the bomb, praying to God I'm not gonna get shot. And he's really strong. Creates a geyser pool that stuns players. They lose their sense of movement and their vision's compromised.
I'm not so sure about that all, but I'd have to see it.
Yeah. It might just stun everybody like in its range.
Which isn't a
Heal them.
bad thing.
No, it's really good. They're stunned and they're revealed and they're just sitting there like ducks. I'm on Overwatch. I'm doing drugs though.
I'm just switching my YouTube to Overwatch.
But
I'm not even gonna end this video. It wasn't even that much Pokemon. No, there was enough Pokemon. You know what? No, I'll end. Fuck this. Fuck this. What am I doing? I'll end stream on YouTube. Start a fucking new one like it's that hard.